The harassment, telephone calls, the threats, all that began to increase. But, the flip side of that was that, I could see the home stretch. And I saw the importance of that diploma. My biggest problem was this one course that I was struggling through in physics, and the attitude of the teacher. I had a double-edged problem. I had a difficult course, and this instructor gave lots of lab assignments that you had to make whatever the answer was come up within 1/1000th of a point of whatever the answer was, and he was a racist. And a difficult teacher and a racist on top of that. That was a deadly combination. But two things happened. One is that I had tutors. Mrs. Bates arranged for me to have one of the tutors was a biophysicist from the University of Arkansas Medical School. A gentleman, a Quaker by the name of Robert Wixom. And every Saturday for a number of Saturdays, I would go over to his house, and he would tutor me in trying to get through this course. And luckily, I got through the course. So that there were people at various points along the way who really served as kind of, the assist and helped us through, particularly helped me through. But as they tried to, ratchet up the harassment, as I got closer to graduation, there was no way, that I wasn't going to graduate, and that there's no way I wasn't going to show up for the ceremony. I figured I had deserved it. I didn't know all the importance of it, but I knew enough to know that receiving that diploma from Central was going to be an important accomplishment, and that was something that I wanted to stick with.
Oh, absolutely. So some pretty important people came to your graduation.
It turned out that speaking in Pine Bluff at Arkansas A&M was this young minister from Montgomery, Alabama, named Martin Luther King. And I think there's a book coming out within the next year or so, written by the son of Reverend Ogden.
Oh, okay.
Ogden was, I don't know if he was Presbyterian or a Methodist minister, but he had a relationship with Dr. King, and between he and Mrs. Bates, they invited him up to attend my graduation. So I didn't know he was in the audience sitting with my family until after the graduation ceremony, and we saw each other briefly. He left, and that evening was such a blur that, and at that point, Dr. King was really just beginning his career. And we had a chance to see one another a number of times over the years, and he always talked about how important he thought that night was.